I have a problem with finding a job in Canada, and especially when I noticed that there is what it's called the hidden market. This is a big problem, I think. You have to have a friend to recommend you and his or her company, and if you don't have, you are not going to get a job. I think this is a big problem for most the immigrants, because I faced this problem, and my husband did too.
But looking to work is completely different from what you have and what you studied and what is qualified. Looking to get a job here, it's a different story. And you have to be flexible, because the systems here is completely different from our back home, and even completely different from Europe. And the point that it was strange for me and surprised me that how can licensed to work in UK and I'm not licensed to work in Canada. What's the difference?
I have lots of experiences about my job, and I participated, for example, some international projects also in Europe, in my country. But here, nobody recognizes your experience, previous experience. I'm so upset about this.
I have applied for a job, especially for fashion design and many places. But everyone says, sorry, we don't have a position. So just and I tried to work without money, just to know me, but nobody gave me this opportunity.
I also have found that finding a volunteer place is not that easy, because you have to pass on some exams. I mean, like medical exams. Also because I am an immigrant, so I have to have the TB test, and I have to have the HIV test and another test. And after, if you pass the exams, then you have to go for an interview. And even though you don't need that much qualifications to become a volunteer, if they decide not to get you, so you won't get the volunteer. So I have applied 3 times for a volunteer, and after 4 or 5 months, I got a volunteer. Like after calling and going there and say, please, let me give me the opportunity. I really need this. So after that time, well, I got a volunteer.
In my experience, I'm a psychologist. So I know that to be a psychologist here, I have to have a PhD, doctoral degree. So I don't have a master. So I have to study the master and then the PhD if I want to do that. So maybe it takes me more than 5 years, but I need to work while I'm studying. So, sorry. For example, the thing that to find a job, it's difficult because I'm sending also resumes, but everybody says you need to have experience, but only my experience is related with psychology. So if I want to apply maybe for sales or to something that I think that maybe I don't need to have a especially like degree or something like that, they said no. Even if it's the lowest job in the, for example, I have to have experience, and I don't have. So now I'm still looking for a job, and it's difficult because we are living of our savings.
I've been here for a year, and I've been studying for 9 months. I have to write 3 exams to get my license as a doctor. I'm a general practitioner back home, and I had 5 years of experience there. And for the last 9 months, I've been studying to write my first exam, which I wrote 1 month ago. And I have to wait 7 weeks to get the results, to know if I'll be able to write my second exam, which I'm going to be writing in May. And after that, I have to write another exam. That's not the tough part. The difficult part is that while I'm doing that, I'm not working.
There is a shortage here, and they need qualified doctors, and they open the immigration for us as a skills immigrants. And I think we still have difficulties, and we have some point we couldn't understand, because there is a shortage here, and still there is a very difficulties. I knew before I came that it's difficult to have a job in my career, But I realized it's very close to being impossible.
Everyone says, why don't you go to your community? I say, if I would like to stay with my community, I wouldn't came to Canada. I would stay in my country, and because I had a good job, a very good job, and I had a good money, a lot of money there, and I came to Canada to improve my my job, my career, and I was shocked when I faced this problem.